the Game Show Marathon 8, live from here in our studios in the Tree Hugger at Princeton, Maine. And we're ready to have a good time today. We're going to be playing Card Sharks. So without any ado, let's get to our players. And here they are.
Hey-o!
Hold on, don't jump the gun.
Alright, and we have Tails and we have Swift. Swift, I'll start with you. Introduce yourself to everyone, please.
Call me Mr. Blaze. I was holding no lethal weapon, so I got my non-lethal bubble gun.
Nice.
Bubble gun, those are awesome. Everybody should have one. Welcome to the show. And we have Tails.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome, everyone.
I'm here in the flesh. All of it.
All the flesh. Alright, I hope you have a good time here, and we need our lovely dealer, and that is Twilight Sparkle. Say hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
And we're going to start by dealing out the cards. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Face down. The object of our game is to get across the board of 5 cards by correctly predicting whether the next card is higher or lower than the one that precedes it. And in order to have a chance to go to the cards, you have to answer a question regarding a survey of 100 people. And our first question for the game is, we asked 100 drivers, have you ever been the cause of a traffic jam? How many said yes? Now you get to try to make your prediction, and then Mr. Blaze will predict whether it's higher or lower than the answer you give.
I'm gonna go with maybe 25%.
25 out of 100. All right, you say 25. All right, Mr. Blaze, you think it's higher or lower than 25?
Lower.
You say lower. The actual number of people who caused a traffic jam is 31. It was not lower, it was higher, which means, Tails, you have control of the board.
All right.
You're playing the red cards, and your first card is a 10. Now, if you don't want to play the 10, you have the option to change one card since you answered the question. Well, you won the question, so you have the right to change. Do you want to keep the 10? Remember, aces are high, deuces are low, and in this portion of the game, a pair will be an incorrect answer.
I'm keeping it 10.
All right, do you want to go higher or lower than the 10?
You won't, I shoot you.
Seeing where 10 is, I'm gonna go lower. Let's keep the
Go
violence to a
lower
minimum,
than the
please.
10. It's a 2. Now you get to keep going, or you can freeze. I'll tell you 2 is the lowest on the board. I mean, there's a possibility there could be another 2, but it's really good odds right now. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to freeze?
I'm gonna keep going, and I think it's higher.
All right, higher than the 2. It's an ace. That's the highest card up. You can freeze on the ace, or you can keep going. I'll remind you, there's a 500-point bonus if you can run the board.
I'm gonna go again. It's gonna be lower.
All right, you're going to go lower than an ace. It's a 6. That's kind of middle of the road. Now you can freeze on the 6. That prevents Mr. Blaze from going to his cards, or you can try to play it out, and if you're right, you win the first game and a 500-point bonus.
50-50 chance.
Yeah.
I'll keep going.
He's
All right, he's
gonna
going to go for it. Is it
Yeah, we're
higher
go,
or
we're
lower than
go.
the 6?
It's going up.
go. He's
All right, he's going to say
Higher.
higher than the 6. So the first game of the match, it's
Oh! Winner, winner, winner! Yeah, I know.
I think the gun kind of helped.
a little motivation, eh?
All right, you've won the first game. Not only did you win the first game and 200 points, you also get a 500-point bonus for running the deck, so already you're up to 700 points.
5 more cards to deal.
Yep, we're going to deal 5 more cards from the same deck.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
You can have, yeah,
Good.
And I'll remind you, the first person to win 2 games wins the match and goes on to play our big numbers for as much as 168,000 points. All right, and now Since you played the last question, we're going to start with Mr. Blaze as we go into question 2 of our game.
Yes, it's a PI Family Feud. What's up, Steve Harvey?
So,
Sorry, I don't have the mustache.
what prizes do we win?
Points will equal prizes later on in a
Okay.
formula that I will devise.
Okay.
Yes, the prize department is making up it as we go along. No, we do not care. Okay, we ask 100 homeowners. Do you plan on living in your current house for the rest of your life? How many said yes?
I'm gonna say 73%.
You say 73 out of 100 want to live in their house for the rest of their life. Tails, do you think it's higher or lower than 73?
I think it might be lower.
You're going to go lower, and the actual number of homeowners who want to live in their current house for the rest of their life is 67.
Wow,
All
good
right.
job.
So you correctly called that, so you get to go to the cards. So our first card in the line is a 9. Now you
Ooh.
can play this or you can switch it.
I'm thinking I switch it.
All right, hand me the card.
Reds?
That right here. And your 9 now becomes a 7.
Ooh, that's an awful card to have.
Well, to be
Yeah,
fair,
tell me
7
about
is
it.
lucky.
That's
All right, but
This
you
one
got
is
you
one
have
up.
to play the 7. Do you want to go higher or lower than the 7?
I'm going lower.
Lower, he
You're
said.
gonna go lower than the 7. It is
An 8!
So you lose your position. You're back to the 7. And now we'll go to Mr. Blaze. He gets to play from his cards.
First card of the day
His
for
card
him
is a 9. You don't get to change it. You didn't win the question.
Let's
We'll
go
high-
lower.
We're gonna go
Lower
higher,
than a 9.
lower than the 9. It's an ace.
Double aces.
Nobody makes any progress. We put 1 card here and 1 card here. And we go to the second question in our round.
Well, who
And
gets
that's going to
anything?
go to Tails.
Here we go.
We asked 100 mail carriers.
Okay.
Do you judge people based on what you deliver to them? How many said they did?
I'm thinking maybe 33.
33%? 33 out of 100 mail carriers. Tails, your Tails.
Me.
Mr. Blaze, you think it's higher or lower than 33?
Repeat the question.
We asked 100 mail carriers, do you judge people based on what you deliver to them? And how many said they did judge them?
I don't know what
Lower.
the 33.
You're gonna go 30, lower than 33. The actual number of mail carriers who do judge based on what is delivered is 35. It was not higher, it was lower. Which means, Tails, you have control of the deck, you have a 7, you do not have to play it.
Screw that 7. Give me a new one.
Alright.
Alright, hand me the 7, and we now
Oh,
have
it's
a
a queen.
Do you wanna go higher or lower than the queen?
Don't keep playing it again. Lower.
Lower
Alright,
it is.
lower than the queen, we have a 9.
That's alright.
Now, if you don't want to lose your position, you can freeze, and that prevents players from going to his cards.
I'm gonna go 1 more. Going lower.
Lower than the 9, it is.
3.
A 3.
Do you want to go higher or
I'm
lower?
freezing it.
Freeze!
Oh,
he says.
freeze on a 3.
Yeah.
You're not going to go for the bonus.
Nah.
So, hand me, which bottle do you want to represent you on the board?
Me?
Yes,
I'll
you.
go with, man of the hour himself.
All right.
It's
There
Blaze.
you go.
Hitch.
That's
That
Hitch.
stops the movement of the board. Now we're going to go back to Mr. Blaze for this question. We asked 100 married women, would you leave your spouse to be the star of The Bachelorette? How many said they would?
Woo! Drama!
Let's go with 69.
Gonna go.
Nice. That's
All right.
Nice.
Nice!
Tails.
Blaze said 69. Do you say higher or lower than 69?
I said probably lower.
Lower
We're
than
gonna
that?
go lower. And the actual number of women who would leave their spouse to be the star of The Bachelorette is 3. It is lower. So, Tails, you're back to the board. You have a 3. That is a good card. You could change it if you wanted to. But I will remind you, you're 2 cards away from another 200 points and the victory for the game and the match.
I'm going higher.
Gonna go higher than the 3. It is. A That's a pair. You don't get anything for a pair. Not in this game.
Your card?
Yes.
So we'll leave that until afterwards. But we're going to Swift. He's got a 9. You do not have to play it. No, you do have to play it. You didn't win the question. Higher or lower than a 9?
Let's go low again.
Lower than a 9?
2!
It's a 2. That's a really good card.
High.
You gonna keep going?
Higher than a 2, he says. It's an 8.
It's an 8.
Higher or lower than 8. If you want to keep going, you could stop if you want to.
I'm gonna say low.
You're gonna
no,
keep
it's an
going.
Oh, good.
7!
Alright, you're on a
That's
7.
hard.
If you get this right, you win this game. You win a 500-point bonus for running your board.
Higher or lower?
Go this.
Do you want to keep going?
Let's go high.
He's
All
going
right,
high.
one for
Oh, nothing! Oh, no! It's a pair. Signs attack.
So you lose your position. You stay where you were because you didn't advance. We add one more card to this.
Take this one.
No, that goes to yes. And now we go into the last question of this round, because this is the 4th question. This is sudden death. Someone has to win on this play of the cards. Control is really what you're looking for. Oh, wait a minute. You did freeze, so these go too.
Oh.
Alright.
Well, that is.
So we put them in order. We add 2 more.
Right to you.
All right. And we're going to go to Tails for this question. We asked 100 men, do you like to dance? How many men say they do like to dance?
65%.
We're going to go with 65. All right, Mr. Blaze, higher or lower than 65?
Let's go higher.
Going to go higher. The number of men out of 100 who like to dance is 47. It is lower. Okay, Tails, this is where we are at. You are 2 cards away from finishing your row. If you're right, you win the game and the match. You have the option to change, but I will remind you, you have to play out the rest of your cards. If you make even one mistake, Mr. Blaze wins the game and he ties up the match. Or you can pass it to Mr. Blaze. He has to play all 4 of his cards. He cannot change his card. If he makes it all the way, he ties the match. If he goofs, you win the game and the match, and you go on to play for the major prizes. Do you want to play it, or do you want to pass it?
I'm playing a 3.
He's
All right,
playing.
is it higher or lower than the 3?
It's gonna be higher.
Higher, he says. We have a
It's a 9. All right, so this is for the game and the match.
Higher or lower than 9?
It's gonna be lower.
So lower than 9.
3.
Good move. I didn't want you there. I wanted you here. You're exactly where I wanted you.
So you've won the game, you've won the match. So far, you have 900 points. Mr. Blaze, I'm sorry it didn't work out for you. We have some lovely gifts for you backstage. Thank you so much for being a part of our show. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to set up for the big cards. Tails is going for 168,000 points and maybe a major prize. Will he do it? Back after this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Boy.
All right, let me bring up the things.
Okay, Vanna is good.
That's good.
I need to see.
All right. 3.
Wait.
Whoa!
Oh boy.
Stand by.
So, how often does your
Start the count.
kayaking,
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
how often do they,
All right, and we're back. We have our champion is Tails. So far, he's won 900 points, and now he's going to go for a whole lot more. Cut.
Up. Cut it.
All right, and we are back with Tails. He is our champion so far. He's got 900 points, and he's going to go for a whole lot more now as we go into the money cards.
Sorry.
Now we're going to flip this over. And now we're going to put 7 new cards on the board. I'm going to put 3 spare cards. Those you'll be able to use as we go along if you don't like a card that you have. Now, the 900 points you got in the first round is yours to keep forever and ever. But now we're going to give you new money. We're going to give you 3,000 points with which you're going to try to bet your way across the board. Now, on each card, you can bet any or all of up to what you have. Your minimum bet must be 100. And we'll continue that way until we get to this last card. That is the big bet, and if you want to continue there, you must risk at least half of what you've earned to that point. And depending on how well you do, is going to determine what prize you can win. I could tell you the big prize for this round, if you can get over 100,000 points, is a set of earbuds, a notebook, and a set of DVDs. So that's what you're playing for in this game. So now you have 3,000 points, and your first card is a jack. Now, if you want to play this, you can play this, or you can change it with one of your spare cards. In this round, too, we're all in for you. So you're playing against the house. If you get a push this time, no win, no loss, your bet will carry forward. So you've got 3,000 points. You have a jack.
I'm gonna bet 2,500 on
2,500
on it being lower.
2,500.
And he says
Lower
lower.
than the jack. It's
Correct.
a 5. We'll add 2,500 to your score. You now have 5,500 points. You have a 5. I'll remind you, you do not have to play it.
Play it. I'm gonna go with put 1,500 on the fact that it's higher.
You're going to go
1,500.
15, higher than a 5.
He is right.
So that gives you an additional 1,500. You are now up to 7,000 points, and now you have a 6 to play with. Once again, you can change it if you like.
What is your option? Player 1.
I'm trading it out with the next first.
Do you want to go 1, 2, or 3?
Let's go 2.
Gonna go in the middle. Your 6 is now a 7. Ooh. You have to bet at least 100 points.
Higher or lower than 7?
Bet 800 on the fact that it's gonna be higher.
Gonna be
Alright.
800 points, higher than the 7.
Ah, yes. Just barely.
So we'll add 800 to that. You are now up to 7,800 points. You have an 8. You can change it if you like.
Change it out.
Change it out.
1
1
or
or
3.
3.
Your
Number-
8 now becomes
A 2.
A 2.
Oh.
I can't tell you how to play this, but I can kind of influence how to play
So how
this.
much do I have?
You have 7,800.
Bet it all on higher.
7,800. Be there.
It's the Queen of Hearts. That's
So
how they
adding
have it
7,800
happen,
to you, you have 15,600 points and a queen.
you have 3 cards left, plus 1 if you want to change it.
5,000 lower.
Gonna go 5,000, lower than a queen. Oh. No bell, no bell. That's. You're down to 10,600. That's a backward step, but you can't do much worse than getting an ace. You have an ace. How do you want to play it?
All in lower.
All in.
Lower, and it's. Oh no! Damn!
That, you know what? That's a great card for the final card. You have an ace. You have 10,600 points. You can stop and take your 10,600 points, or you can go for it and hope we can double you up to 21,200. What's your call?
I'm gonna all in lower.
All right, all in. I can't say it's going to be nothing, but could it be 21,200 points? Is it there? It's there. All right, 21,200. We add that to the 900. You win the upfront game, and that's going to give you a grand total for your run as champion for your first day. 22,100 points. Congratulations. And you're going to be back to play a new contestant right after this.
And I went
2,
to
1. If you would like to be a contestant on Card Sharks, write your name, address, and telephone number and submit it on a postcard to Card Sharks, 6430 Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90036. Now back to Steve and today's winner. Alright, today's winner, Tails. He won himself 22,100 points. That got him a brand new My Little Pony notebook with stickers and the whole bit, and everyone's happy. He's going to be our reigning champion next time we join you for Card Sharks. For now, Steve Anderson, so long.
Nutty, sweet, salty, one and only natural taste. Bitter nuts. No extra strength arrest from Blistex. Stops poison IV inch fast. Combination of 2-inch relievers and a skin protectant that gives you 8-hour relief without a doctor's prescription. Use only as directed. A Kenner Products assortment of toys is featuring a $6 million van with ionic transport and repair station. Heavy crockeries, big oven, baby alive. Todd's Family Treehouse, Critter and Panel building sets, Castries, cars, and Play-Doh modeling sets. If it's Kenner, it's fun. And a member of our studio audience may receive from Electrophonic. Its Quadrophonic stereo features a 400-watt AM/FM receiver, built-in deluxe record changer, 8-track tape player recorder, and 4 Supersphere air suspension speakers for optimal stereo sound. Furnished by Morse Electro Products Corporation. And a member of our public group will receive a gift from the stores of E.G. America, with over 1,700 locations to serve you coast to coast. E.G. America, the stop that keeps you going.
And this is where I'll put it in graphics.
This is not Gene Wood, speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Anthology of the Superbass. Coming up next, over Boston's cabincon broadcasting station.
What is